Okay. Yes. Also, Griselda, thank you for coming once again and to share your testimonial. I think it will be of benefit to everyone in today's discussion. So just start with by introducing yourself briefly and just who you are and where you are based. Just one or two things, not too much.
Okay, all right. Yeah, my name is Griselda Abu. So I'm based in Lagos. I am married with children. And anything else?
Yeah, that's fine. And
Okay.
congratulations on your care worker visa, which is I know I'll be seeing you in the UK very, very soon.
Very soon.
Yeah, tell me a bit about when you started this journey in terms of you want to come to work in the UK. Tell me about when you started.
Yeah. Okay. This journey has actually been something that has been in my mind for many years now. So when this visa came out, I got a call from a friend of mine that is in the UK that there is a health worker route. So if I'm interested, I said, yes, I'm interested, but she doesn't have any information. So I reached out to a friend who also based in the UK. The friend now said that the only person that can help me is a friend of his. So he now sent me your number. I know you have never asked me how I got your number.
That is true. That is true. I don't think I did.
Yeah. Yeah, he said that I should just rely on him, that he will take me through the process. So that was how I got his number. I called him. That was how we started the process. I called him. That was 5th of February. I can still remember. Yeah. So when I called him, he just received me. In fact, it's as if we have known for a very long time.
Yeah.
So it has been like that all the way. Whenever I call on him, he's always there for me to put me through. So I called him. I explained things to him. He said, okay, no problem. Because when you call him, we say, no problem. We always assured you that there's no problem. So that's how we started. He said, okay, I should still go ahead. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So
carry on.
Okay, all right, that's fine. So he said, I need to go through some trainings. I said, okay. So what do I do? He said, I have to, he will enroll me on those healthcare training. So I have to take that training for some time, get my certificates. I actually took the training. At the end of the day, I got my certificate. So after getting my certificate, he said he's going to help me with my CV and cover letter. So I sent him all my qualifications, the areas I have worked. So he put everything together. I started applying for a job. Yeah.
So tell me, how have you found the process? Genuinely, how have you found the process? I know you're smiling now, but yeah. How have you found the process?
Yes. The process is very stressful, but you have to be committed. When you are committed, you will get it right. That's just it. I can remember when I was searching for this job, he always sent me links. He said, apply to this job. As soon as I get that job, wherever I am, I will just be rushing home because I have my laptop at home. I say, oh, let me quickly get home. He will tell me that apply as soon as possible. When he sent me those links, apply as soon as possible. So as soon as I get home, I will start applying. Most times, I don't even have time for my children anymore. My husband is someone that understands everything. So I was not having difficulties with my husband and the children. They were just on their own. So I keep applying, I keep doing what I can do best. Whenever I'm having challenges, I will still fall back to him, and we just calm me down, and I just all.
Okay, so I know you've been applying. So on the average, how many jobs like application do you do in the week or maybe in a day?
I do up to I do up to more than 20 in a day. More than 20 in a day. Yeah. More than 20 in a day.
That's involved a lot of time and effort, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I do go to Indeed. I registered with Indeed. I registered with there's another one called Talent.
Yeah.
I registered with so many of them. So because I registered with them, they will also be sending me jobs that I didn't get any offer from those links, apart from the one you sent to me. Yeah.
So tell me about the one that we sent to you, that I sent to you, and I know you got 2 offers, and she got 2 jobs actually. And so tell us about the first one that you got and the process involved.
The first one, Altogether Care, you were the one that sent that link to me. As soon as I get that link, I applied immediately. I was even in my office when I applied. As soon as they got my CV, they called me immediately. They scheduled me for interview. As soon as I do the interview, that same day, the manager called me. That was on Saturday. It was on Saturday, I can't remember. She called me, she said the interview was successful. You know, a day before, I did a review with you. A day before the interview, we did a review. So when I did the interview, it was very simple and seamless. Immediately, the manager called me, congratulating me. He said that before the end of that day, I'm going to get an offer. And they actually sent me that offer. So when I looked at the conditions and the reason why I want to go for this, the reason why I want to relocate to the UK, not just because of me, because of the children. They said, I can't bring my children in. I said, no, I can't afford to leave my children in Nigeria while I am in the UK. So I have to turn down that offer. But I also explained to them that these are my situation. I can't leave my children in Nigeria. They said they don't have any other vacancy. The only vacancy they have is living in. So I have to turn down the offer. Yeah.
So this other one. The living carer means that you have to live with the what they call it now, with the clients, with the client themselves, and you stay with them and you support them on a daily basis. Yes. So on the second one, so let's see how the second one came about.
Yeah, the second one, I actually got that one on Indeed. So I got that one on Indeed. I applied, and that was successful. I did the interview on Indeed platform. I don't know how they do it. They sent me a link. I logged in, and that was how the whole thing was done.
Yeah. Thank you. And you did the interview and you got the offer after that. So you never really say, oh, waited for agents to apply for you, because I get that information a lot. They say, oh, please, can you be the one to apply for me? Does it make any difference, or what do you think?
I don't think to me, this is my own opinion. I don't think it's proper for agents to apply for an applicant or someone who is looking for a job. It's better you apply yourself, because you need to read the conditions of that job. You need to look at the objective of that job, what you expect, because that will also reflect in your CV. The only thing you can tell agents to do for you, you can download those information, send to the agents. It can now update your CV to reflect what they expect. So you can now do the application yourself, submit your CV yourself, submit your what is it called, cover letter yourself. I don't think it's proper for the agent to apply for an individual. That's my own opinion.
That's fair enough. So how important it is in terms of CV, I know the relevant care experience, and also the training which you did. How important is this in the entire process?
Yeah, the training is very important, because during the interview, the questions they are going to ask, those questions is related to the training, like all these safeguarding, safety, discrimination. You can't just learn those things. I don't know. The only way you can get those information is when you do those trainings. So there you can enhance your knowledge.
Yeah. That is true. What about the CV, and what about the experience, the care experience we get people to go and get in hospitals or care homes? Some people think, it's too much work having to go and get experience in a care home and to reflect on their CV. Well, how do you advise? Can you say, why don't I just apply using my normal CV without showing care experience?
Okay. Before I started my application, before I started submitting my application, so I have to register with an hospital not too far from my house. So I discussed with the doctor. I told the doctor the reasons why I'm there to register with them as an auxiliary nurse. The doctor told me that it's not compulsory that I must be coming on daily basis. At my convenience, I can just come, observe them and all of that, just for me to have the basic knowledge. So when they ask questions regarding all these medications and all of this, I should be able to respond to them.
Yes, thank you. I think it's very important. So another question I know persons will ask is, we've seen some jobs now, they go a step further and start asking for, I call it heaven and earth, because some of the requirements they ask for are not necessarily for the job. There are more visa documentation requirements. Some then ask for, you have to have your IELTS. Some will talk about having your tuberculosis certificate, have an international driver's license, have your passport, have your police report. When I see these things on some websites, I say, hang on, this is not a job requirement. This is more visa requirement. Why are you asking for this? Why do you think some agents, some care homes are not asking for all this information? And you think it's worth looking at getting those ones as well?
Yeah, for me, I got those things around that was around March. I got all my information, police report, I got it March, in the month of March. My tuberculosis, which we had expired by September 10th or so. So I got it in the month of March. I got my driver's license, my passport, I renewed it, that was sometime last year. So all the requirements, I got them ready. Should in case the request for this information, I don't want to, I don't want to start giving excuses. It's better I just provide all those information. I got everything ready. So whenever they request for those information, I always provide them. It was recently my police report expired. I have to go and do another one. Before that was as soon as I got this job. My police report has already expired.
So do you advise people to
get another one? Yeah.
Would you advise people to go the extra mile to get these documents in ready? Because I've seen some people, they sent me a CV and they have all the documents complete. So they are just ready, to come on board and to start working. They're just ready. So do you advise? I know it does cost money. These are not cheap. They're not the most expensive to get, but it does cost some money. But do you advise people to get these ones? Do they have any advantage in the whole process, do you think?
Yeah, in my own opinion, I would suggest they have them ready. Because I have my sister-in-law, she's a nurse. She actually got a job in the UK as well. They requested for this information. She didn't have them ready. So ever since she got all these documents, she has been calling them. They have not been responding to her. Let's assume that she got all those things ready. Then I believe by now she would have gotten a COS.
Yeah. So I think I will subscribe to that as well. I know they do cost money and some time. Because international driver's license is about 20,000 naira. IELTS.
Driver's license is 10,000 naira.
10,000, right?
Yeah, I did mine 10,000 naira.
10,000, right? You get your TB, get your police. I've seen some. They sent me an application for jobs and they attach all the documents complete. I'm impressed when I see those applications. I'm always so impressed. Meanwhile, some are struggling. They don't they don't still need to get those ones. So what would you say to applicants? Some people are in the verge of almost giving up. I know you talked about patience and tenacity. What would you advise someone that says, I have been applying, I've been getting lots of rejections. I've been getting rejections upon rejections upon rejections. What do you think they need to do? What do you advise they need to do next? You know, and some of them might also giving up. The last time I sent a list of some care homes, you know, and some said I spoke to the client, said she doesn't want to apply, and she's given up. What would you say to those people?
They shouldn't give up. They should keep applying. Like I belong to so many groups, telegrams, majorly telegrams. You get more information, you get information there as well, but don't give up. You see some persons, they have already given up, but when they just apply to 1 or 2 jobs, after they have given up, they will just be surprised that they are calling them for interview. Like last week now, some persons got COS. These are the people they have been waiting. Some of them said since December last year, when they just opened, when they introduced Abby, they introduced it, that was February or so.
February, yeah.
Some people started applying. Some people started applying since December. They still have, some of them have not gotten the COS, but they are still applying. So it's not really the process that matters, it's the end point. What you want to achieve that matters. You shouldn't give up at all. Life is full of challenges. The more risk you take, the more benefit you achieve. That is my own way of life.
Yeah.
Because some people, when they see me today, they say, Mrs. Iron Lady. You understand? Iron Lady does not mean that I don't give up on anything. I'm a go-getter. If I make up my mind, I want to get something, I will get it done. Irrespective of what it will cost me, sleepless nights, I know that at the end of it, I'm going to celebrate. That is just my target.
Yeah. But what would you say to people that, I have people that says, oh, John, I cannot buy COS. They want to buy it. They say they have the money. I'm serious. This is a serious matter. They want to buy it, you know, because they don't want to apply any longer. They just want to buy it. Do you have a company that will sell COS to me? As much as some people sell COS as much as £10,000, £9,000. That is a fact. But I tend not to encourage those kind of practice. But what would you say to that?
To me, I don't think it's necessary, because I actually got 2 people that said I should come and pay. One said I should pay £10,000. £10,000. Some people were interested, and those people today, they are still struggling. My husband, myself and my husband, we discussed it today. They said, where all those your friends that I don't know if they have paid. Say, have you reached out to them to tell them where you are now? I said, no, I don't want to discourage anyone. Just allow them. If they have paid money, me, I don't have £10,000. If they have paid money, let them go ahead. For me, I'm not going to tell them. Let them just go ahead with what they have started. I don't know. Some people, I pray that if you want to buy, you fall into the right person. Fall into the right person's hands, because there are some persons that will just defraud you. At the end of the day, you will see them again.
True. That is very true.
You will see them again. You even call them, their line is not reachable.
Yeah.
They won't even pick your call.
Yeah.
Instead, just keep applying. Just be prayerful. Another thing I also want to let people understand. I spoke with one policewoman yesterday. She just got her COS. I was not, how did you do it? She said that it's not her cover letter, neither her CV. She said it's prayer. She said she was always prayerful. She believed that God is going to do it for her. And actually, God did it for her. She got her COS.
I think the importance of prayers cannot be overemphasized in this process. Really trust God with prayers, and do your own bit, and let God do the rest. I think it will work. Today I was watching, there was a YouTube my wife showed me earlier on today, and there's this YouTuber, she's popular with sharing job opportunities, and she puts on her YouTube page, and what she said that some employers, some care homes said they're going to sue her if she continues putting her job links on her YouTube page, because people all over the world are inundating websites of care homes and crashing people's websites. Or I've seen some place whereby I know they are recruiting. We spoken to them, but when people start inundating their emails to website, they close down the particular email address.
Wow.
They wrote to her that if she doesn't take it down, so they wrote to YouTube to warn her to stop putting job opportunities on their website, on her YouTube page, because people are inundating. Apart from that, again, people call. Apart from applying, people will also call them. So they've been inundating them with phone calls saying, "Oh, are you recruiting? Are you recruiting? I want to send my CV." And a lot of them have been coming from Nigeria.
Wow.
And she said she's not going to put any more CV because they don't want anybody to sue her any longer, because YouTube has written to her to warn her around it. What would you say to this? I don't know what your comments are. What would you say today? Tricky one, huh?
Is also a means of getting information, like by watching those YouTube and all of that. I don't know.
That's why
it's difficult.
I share opportunities with everyone.
Yes.
One thing we don't put in the website anywhere, so it's not going to be linked to us anyway. But one thing I don't know whether I should say it in this forum, not to go ahead and broadcast it to everybody you know.
Yes.
Just apply and leave it, because when you broadcast it, you're not doing yourself a favor by doing that, because we take our time. It does take my staff time to get this information, to go to websites and to get this information, to make the investigation and share with you. It's not for you to broadcast it to the whole world, because if you do that, the employer will maybe just cancel the process. I've seen some places whereby they go over 4,000 applications, and this is when people broadcast it to everybody they know in there, because it's recruiting, they broadcast it. It doesn't help your case. If you do that, it makes it even more difficult for you to secure a job. It's just my opinion anyway, but I would advise that you don't do that. Just apply and don't call. There's no point calling the agency saying, "Oh, are you recruiting? Are you recruiting?" You're making them to be irritated in the whole process and maybe to share the whole idea. So my advice is don't call. Just look at the website. Go if you send this information from us, go to the website, look at what the requirements are that they need, apply. If they ask for some documents, send the one you currently have. The one you don't have, say that is currently in process, and submit. Don't call them. If you call them, it's you make, because they have other clients they're dealing with, not having to deal with people looking for jobs, and it makes the whole process very difficult for them. It's just a personal observation. All right. So tell me, what would be your like success tips? Word of advice. I won't open the floor now for 1 or 2 questions. People having questions to ask. What would be like some of your success tips you think you would advise people? We are about 52 in this forum at the moment, but what would you think would be your success tips?
My advice is they shouldn't give up. They should keep applying. So they should go to Indeed, all these job websites, and keep applying. Whenever you send them link, they shouldn't overlook it. They should apply immediately. So there are some care homes or employers that just need about maybe the first 10 persons to submit. So by the time you delayed your own till tomorrow, or when you have the time, it could be that you may not fall within those category of persons, or the first 10 persons they want to employ. You understand? my advice is for you not to relent, don't give up, keep applying. They say good things doesn't come easily. So I know what I went through. Even at a point I felt sick, but I know what I want to achieve at the end of the day. I didn't give up. I don't sleep at night. I keep applying. Please don't give up, because we are trying to see how we can give our children a good, how will I put it? Please borrow me a word. Give them
future.
The best.
Yeah, give them the future.
Good future, you understand? That is just it. Keep applying and all of that, because we don't have the money to sponsor our children abroad. So the only way we can achieve all these things, give them a better future, is by we going through the stress now and then enjoying it in the future. Please, parents, let us not give up. It doesn't worth it at all. Pay all the sacrifice for them, please. Okay.
Thank you. Let me look at some questions on the chat so I can address some of those questions. One of the questions from Oluyemi talks about, can I have a list of documents mentioned? I think what we could do would be, Rotimi, share what you could do would be drop us an email. Maybe I'll just drop an email. Drop an email to me, but I will mention some things anyway in the forum. But I think you can drop us an email. My colleague will help you to look at some of those questions. So we talked about, in terms of documents, we talked about, I think we mentioned about police reports. We talked about getting international passport, getting your TB, your tuberculosis test certificate, yes, and possibly writing your IELTS. Talking about IELTS, I came across a friend who is a recruiter in the UK, and they said they've actually recruited people from some African countries, including Nigeria, and they didn't need to write the IELTS at all for it. I said, how is that possible? I thought it was a requirement. And he said that not necessarily. If you look at the Home Office website, it talks about having a degree that's taught in English language. And if we have that with a cover letter from university just to corroborate that story, that would be strong enough. And when I was doing the visa application, also we sell that, and we saw that one of the requirements talked about was having a degree taught in English language, and Nigeria definitely qualifies for that. It just that some of the care home are asking for IELTS. It makes it more challenging, because when you see somebody asking for it, that's when people are now pushed to go and write it, But in terms of the visa process, I'm almost quite confident now that you don't have to get it. Just that sometimes some care homes tend to ask for it. Okay, thanks, Kemi. Kemi, I see you put in documents you need. I can see that you've done that already. So thanks for doing that. Another question says, okay, someone asked for contact for international driver's license. I'm sure that has been addressed also.
For the driver's license, does the person have current driver's license or Nigeria driver's license?
So they will need that, right? You definitely have to have proof that you can drive. Definitely.
So, yes.
Yeah. Yes. Because it's also very important that before you request for it, you have to be able to drive. I once heard of a story of some guy that the guy came to the UK. It was a road that required driving, and the person said he had a driver's license. The person was given 1 week to get settled and to start the driving process, and the person could not drive. So that person's COS was cancelled, and the person was told to return back to Nigeria. So please, it's very important that if you don't drive, there's no need to ask for driver's license, because not every care home asks for it. Some care homes who do domiciliary care ask for it. If you don't have it, there's no hard and fast rule that you must have it. Just to bear that in mind. Let's look at another question. He said, Madam, how would you describe your experience with your IELTS exams? Well, she didn't write the IELTS exam. Griselda. Like I said, she only submitted her results, her master's degree, and her BSc, and that's what she used for the visa. She didn't need to write the IELTS, and that she got the visa. Another question says, do I need to renew my UK visa and go to UK and apply from there? Because you remember my interview was cancelled because I did not reside in the UK. Yes, there are some cases whereby the reason why they maybe have cancelled your interview might most likely be because they are not really recruiting or from abroad or providing sponsorship license. Maybe they thought you were based in the UK, and they thought that on the base of that they interviewed you. But when they found out you were in Nigeria, and that's why they canceled the visa. You don't have to be reside in the UK. People think that if I've seen cases of, oh, should I come to the UK? That would be easier on a tourist visa. What do you think, Griselda? People that say, oh, I need to come to UK before I can get a job. Well, how do you respond to that?
Okay. I don't think I've listened to this a YouTuber. Her advice was that it's not proper for someone to relocate from Nigeria, be on a visiting visa, come to the UK and start applying for jobs. Nobody will listen to you. So they will still refer you to online, to go and apply online. You can't give them a physical document. You still have to apply online. So my advice is for them to just exercise patience, stay in Nigeria and apply for this job. You will get it. That's my own opinion.
Yeah. Someone says, does apply with a phone have any disadvantage?
No, it doesn't. There are some things you cannot view on your phone. That is why I always use my laptop. Whatever I'm doing, I use laptop. Some people use phone very well, but I can't use phone very well applying for all those jobs and all of that. So I prefer using laptop. If you can do it on your phone successfully, it's fine. But me, I prefer laptop.
Yeah. Someone asked, what's the duration for your TB test? So it's about 6 months, right? TB test expiration.
Yes, TB test is 6 months. Why police report is 3 months.
Okay. Okechukwu is asking for jobs for website. I'm going to send you another list. I'm sure I sent you, Okechukwu, the last time with a spreadsheet. We have provided up to like 30, 40 different care homes, their contact name, telephone number, and also the websites to make it easy for you to apply. Sorry. To make it easy for you to apply for some jobs, I'm going to resend a fresh one in the course of this week. What we've done was we tend to go to the Home Office website, look for new care homes who have just gotten their license, because we think that those ones are the most likely or likely to provide sponsorship because they just got their license. So, and that's what I've seen from experience. So try and take those spreadsheets I sent to you quite seriously. Don't just submit it in all of them in one go. Go to the website a bit, look at either any requirement, any specific requirement they need, and or document. Read through a little bit before you apply and submit your CV. Don't just submit it blankly. That's what I would advise. Just don't rush it. Take your time. Go to the website first before you submit your CV. Most of them are very straightforward process. Most of them is just CV and one or two other supporting documents. Okay. Someone asked, how much does the TB test cost and where can you get it? TB test
is 57,800.
Yeah. We're in Nigeria, it has in different places, right?
You have,
in Lagos
you have 2 locations in Nigeria, Abuja and Lagos.
And Lagos City, yeah. So don't just go anywhere. It's not just anywhere you can get it. There's a link to the Home Office website. Drop me an email. I'm happy to send you that link where you can get an approved TB, because if you use the wrong one, you'll be totally disqualified. Okay, someone asking, how many months experience do I need before applying? Experience in terms of care experience. Well, personally, the longer experience you have, the better your chances. The better your chances, the more. That's why when we go to do this training, I try to ask if you can get reference for up to a year, 2 years, even better. So, but we also reflect some home care experience on the CV when we do the CV revamping, so you have more years of experience. Ken is asking, does BSc holder still need IL to enter the UK? I think we just addressed that. With a Nigerian degree, maybe with a supporting letter, I personally, my opinion that IELTS will not be required with a Nigerian degree and with a supporting letter for the university to make your process a lot easier.
So in my own opinion, it's better they get the IELTS. This is my own opinion, please. It's better they get the IELTS because the certificate I used is a UK certificate.
So that is correct, yes.
Yeah, with
because
UK certificate, you can apply without writing the IELTS. But if you are using Nigeria certificates, I don't know how that one works. So in my own opinion, I would suggest that it's either you go for NARIC, you NARIC evaluate your certificate here in Nigeria, or you write the IELTS.
There's a body, I think NARIC is now called, it's now being replaced by ECCTIS. I think they will provide you that waiver, but it will cost you about £220 to do that. To be on the safe side, yes, I will advise you to get that waiver. But this is just my personal opinion around that. It says, can you start applying for just when you are not done with your physical training? Yes, you can start the process. If I have looked at your CV and I've revamped your CV, yes, you can start the process. While you are doing the training, you can start applying. There's really no time to waste to do that. It says, and for us undergoing the care training, can we wait for us to obtain training certificate before getting all these documents? If you're doing the care training now, you could start getting the documents. Nothing stops you from start getting the documents. Nothing stops you from doing that. So by the time you complete the training, your other supporting documents are currently available. Then when you are applying on your CV or cover letter, you just need to reflect that you have all the supporting documents required. You just reflect that on your cover letter. So I think with that, you don't need to submit the documents all the time to the agency. Just reflect that it's available. Upon request, you could submit it to them, except they ask for it. You said, do an HND holder need IELTS? Yes, you will possibly need to have an IELTS. It's important. UK doesn't really require say that HND is a degree holder, so you must be a BSc. So yes, you need to write the IELTS. It said, Ma, did my school in the UK because you said use degree? Yeah, if you schooled in the UK, you can use your degree in the UK. Yes, you can if you school in the UK. Okay. You have Augustus saying, I have been applying for a long time now, but no progress. All documents available, UK CV, everything ready, but no positive response. Must I get a local care training certificate here in Nigeria and add to my CV? Or what do you think? Adding a local care certificate on your CV will not make any difference. If you have the one you've done online, that would suffice, plus your experience. That will also suffice. Okay. Any more questions? So before we can wrap it today, call it a day. Okay. Thank you. Joseph. So I can see that's a hand raised up. It's Alcatel 1SE. Do you want to ask a question? Or if you already asked the question in the chat, that is fine. So we don't nothing else want to say. Okay, that's about it really. Thank you everyone for joining in today's short. I hope I've addressed some of your questions and some of your concerns. And just on take-home points, which I think Griselda has mentioned. One thing is never give up. So first of all, ensure you have your CV done properly. I have seen so many people that they claim they've been applying for a while. But when I look at the CV, it's nothing, it's very Nigerian centric. Your CV has to be written properly. You know, you don't write it properly, and it's part of the reason why some people don't even get called for interviews or not get anything positive. So ensure you've done your CV properly. Ensure, just for Grisel, that she applies for jobs almost 20 on a daily basis. So I'd like you to do the same. Target, even when I send to my client, I said, make it 10, 20 a day. Apply. Don't depend on only the ones I send to you. Make your own research. Go online and stuff like that. Make some research and apply for as many as possible. Focus on homes with sponsorship license. I sent you a link. I sent you a spreadsheet to this effect as well. Focus on care homes with sponsorship license. Even if there are no vacancies on the website, just submit your CV just for reference purposes. I've seen cases where people didn't, the roles were not advertised, was not mentioned on the CV, but their CV was picked up on their database, and they were called for interview. Okay, do your online care training is very important. We run the training ourselves, and get your English proficiencies, which is also important. Get your international passport, and also start preparing for interviews. You know, one thing I know we do is run mock interviews. So get yourself ready for interview. Get yourself ready for proper interviews, because in case you are called by an agency, you should be able to defend yourself and to be able to explain your CV. I've had cause to do mock interview for people, and they couldn't even tell me the content of your CV properly, you know, without, you know, so it was not very, was very encouraging. So you should get ready for interview, start watching some videos, get some tips ready, you know. We run mock interviews, so if you need one, just let me know. We can do something for you just to get you ready. Okay, and never mind the number of rejections you might have gotten. It's like, how do I put it now? It's like you're fighting a battle. The most part, you might lose the war, but the idea is that you win the battle. Like Griselda said, never give up. Just keep applying, because somehow, someday, very soon, something positive will come across your way. If you give up, you're the only one that will lose in the process. So that's it. Also, the list of care homes with sponsors. I'm happy to share that with you, but Augustus, I think I've shared that with you already previously. I'm happy to share that with you again also. So feel free to drop us an email. I think I put my email in the chat already. So if you have any further questions, feel free to send us an email, and then we will be happy to respond to you. Any other question from anyone? Okay, in the absence of none, thank you everyone for today. And
there's a question here.
Okay.
He said, does your COS allow you to travel between cities? I don't so. Did you see that question?
It says, okay, does the CO allow you to travel between cities? Yes, there's no restrictions. Once you say secure sponsorship, it only means that you are assigned to a particular company for a period of time, which is 3 to 5 years, right? So you could, it's not a visa. It's just a home office license linking you a particular employer. So with the visa, with the work visa, you could travel from city to city. You could travel to Nigeria, to any country in the world that you want to. There's no restriction on your visa, okay? And you could bring your family along with you to the UK with the care visa. After you work for an employer for a 5-year period, you can now you'll be entitled to get your indefinite leave to remain in the country. Then after that, you can now entitled to a British passport. All right. Lastly, also entitled to bring your family along with you. So as long as you have children that are less than 18 years old, you can also accompany you to come to the UK as well. So it's a very, very good visa. So Griselda, the last question for you, how would you compare student visa, and I have clients in the UK today who are trying to apply for jobs. So how do you compare student visa and this skilled worker visa program? How would you compare both?
from experience, skilled worker visa is far better, because I've been to the UK for a program. So during my studies, so with this work visa, you can work endlessly.
So I think you're dragging.
You don't have limitation. You don't have limits to number of skilled worker visa is far better, so that you get it right. Now I'm going with my 3 children.
Yeah, just to recap, and then it was.
I have 4 children. One is already in them alone, because they are not up to, none of them is up to 18. Yeah. None of them is up to 18, and they are all going with me.
Some people have in the course of giving up, they've gone to plan B, and the plan B is coming with a student visa. You know, that is what some clients of mine have agreed to do. And I said nothing stops you from going to student visa route, but I will be open with you that it's like a half paper. It's not a full paper as such, because you have a lot of restrictions on your student visa in terms of hours you can work and stuff like that. And when you finish, it's not a pathway to get your permanent residency. It's a pathway to study and go back. You know, so once you do your student visa, you could switch your visa in the UK, but it's not always very easy. It's not a walk in the park. You still have to go through. I have clients here in the UK as well who I'm also trying to help to switch their visa to the skilled worker visa, who are students. You know, even if you want to switch your visa, because after your schooling, you could get a 2-year post-study work experience. For someone like Griselda now, if she's in the UK and she wants to convert to a post-study work experience, it will cost her almost £10,000 with her 4 kids to convert the visa. That's the fee she will pay to the UK government. You know, so it's not because you're going to pay the application fee plus health surcharge and other fees. It's going to be very, very expensive. So this is a way much better visa. I know it does take time and some effort, but I think with some tenacity, some effort, never give up. That's the word. That's the strong word we should take away for today. Never give up. Keep applying. Keep putting your best. Do what you need to do, and leave the rest to God, and let God handle the rest. Okay, so we'll end on this note. So thank you once again, Griselda, for joining today, and I wish you all the best in your new careers in the UK. I'm sure we will see you very, very soon. So I wish you all the best. So the rest of you who joined in today, feel free to touch base with us. If you're already a client, feel free to continue to touch base, and we're going to give the right support. We want to hear more testimonials. As a matter of fact, I have other clients. I have about 10 or 11 clients right now who are in the process of getting their COS. They've gotten their COS now. They're trying to apply for the visa in different countries. You know, as we speak, there's so many of them right now. They're trying to get their at different stages. So it does work. If it was only one person, I would say yes, okay, yes, but it's not. I have up to 11 people as we speak right now who are trying to get their visa. You know, so all the best, everyone, and let's keep in touch. All right. Have a good evening, and we shall see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Thank you, Griselda, once again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Bye.
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 Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.